Hello, everybody. I am Daxon Islander, and I'm pretty sure everyone's heard that Ron Paul's quitting his campaigning, but Ron Paul is not out of the race. I will repeat that. Ron Paul has not given up the Republican ticket yet. And for all intents and purposes, he won't until he loses at the Tampa convention. And to give you a little synopsis of what I'm talking about, the email that went out, apparently everyone who's reading it stops at the second paragraph. I'm going to read you the third paragraph. Quote, "Our campaign will continue to work in the state convention process. We will continue to take leadership positions, win delegates, and carry a strong message to the Republican National Convention that liberty is the way of the future." Unquote. Yeah, that sounds like he's given up all right. Wow. But the reason he's stopping, and I think a lot of people, Democrat or Republican, even statists, or the sheeple out there who despise Ron Paul for whatever reason, will agree that he can't afford the campaign anymore. He can't afford it. But what you'll agree with, unlike our Congress, Ron Paul actually knows when to stop spending money. Holy crap! A politician knowing when to stop spending money? Oh my God. Wow. And, to clarify something, his message isn't about him. It's about freedom and limited government. With as much as people complain about the government, oh, the government sucks, oh, the government sucks, you'd think people would be able to get behind him. We are Paulinites not because of Ron Paul. If Ron Paul just suddenly wanted to go, full right-wing and started talking about banning abortion and bringing prayer back to school, mandating that kind of stuff, I'd drop him like a heartbeat. The majority of us would drop him like a heartbeat. We don't follow Ron Paul because he's Ron Paul. We follow Ron Paul because what he says, A, makes sense, B, he's liberty-oriented and liberty-minded. He wants freedom. He wants us to live our own lives without an entity coming in, stealing our money at the threat of violence, aka the government taxation, and telling us we can't do something because, the FDA says you'd be stupid to do it, and therefore we're going to tell you how to live your life. And if Ron Paul is kicked out, you're getting 4 more years, or if Ron Paul does drop out, you're getting 4 more years of Obama. You are getting 4 more years of Obama. There's no denying it. If you want to know what I mean, go to my previous video. I'll explain everything there. Now, this is the thing that gets me. I'm not completely sure if this is accurate or true, but here's a speculatory theory. There's speculation if this is a move to make Romney supporters ease out of the upcoming primaries and caucuses. Now, this would be an interesting, if not genius, strategy. If Ron Paul he didn't say he was quitting, but that's what the majority of the general public thinks. They think, caucus primaries are over. No point in going now. But the Ron Paul people will know. We'll go in, and when the Tampa Republican National Convention comes up, Romney won't have enough people to keep him in the first round. But that's just speculation. Although it'd be a genius tactic, truly. And, if Ron Paul does lose, you're going to see a massive, massive, massive spike in libertarians. I have spoken with a great number of people who claim that they're leaving the Republicans, they're leaving the Democrats altogether. Many Democrats already have. And they're jumping ship to the Libertarians to vote for Gary Johnson. If Ron Paul does not become the Republican nominee, I'm going with Gary Johnson. And this is why I say it will come to Obama getting another 4 years. There are many Paulinites who would actually write his name on the ballot, even if he wasn't the Republican nominee. And maybe, long shot, Gary Johnson might have a shot if all the Paulinites and all of the fed-up Democrats and all the Tea Partiers came over to Gary Johnson's side and It became him versus Romney versus Obama. And as I said, it's a long, 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 long shot. But once it happens and they see Gary Johnson's numbers, people will finally acknowledge, hey, there's other parties. Oh my God. What have I been doing? But to finish everything up, the delegate numbers have been severely, severely, severely manipulated by the mainstream media. And I don't mean the actual delegate numbers have been manipulated. I'm talking about the ones they're telling you about. I can't say my source is better than yours, but check out Ben Swan, Reality Check. Good guy to listen to. I personally like him. Gives honest, fair and balanced, actual fair and balanced. And he's part of Fox. What's with that? Good guy. Look him up on YouTube. Check him out on Facebook. He interacts with us. He actually asks us what we think. You know, check him out. He has a couple sites to the real delegate counts. Romney is not winning by as much as people think he is and how much the mainstream media is projecting him to be. Just trust me. And if and when rule number 38 is applied, all those bound delegates that he has, unbound. They will not have to vote for him. None of them. There was a court case, it was Romney versus McCain during their primary, where the RNC lawyer said, no, you don't have to, you're not bound, you don't have to be bound, because of the unit rule. So if that's taken into consideration, it's a whole new ballgame in and of itself. I'm pretty sure you've heard that the majority of the people going in to the delegation process to go to Tampa are Ron Paul supporters. And I guarantee you, we are. Unlike the majority of the mass general public, unlike the majority of the mainstream media, we know how the caucus and primary systems work. We understand how the delegate system works. And we will make sure, damn sure, that Ron Paul gets the delegates that he needs, whether he's campaigning for them or not.